90% of people that I see using social data for outbound campaigns are using it entirely wrong. They think that you have to use profile engagement. And while that's a very, very, very strong use case, tracking your competitors, your own brand and thought leaders, I actually think the magic and the higher converting campaigns are coming from monitoring people posting about specific things, posting across platforms like podcasts, Reddit, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of the fun stuff. So I wanted to go over how I'm leveraging it and how I am crushing it when it comes to some campaigns that we're doing through using social listening. Because listen, if someone is posting about thinking about a way that they would use a certain strategy or the way that they would use a certain tool potentially, or referencing someone that is something that is related to what your business does, that is true intent. It is highest form. So let's work out how we can tap into that. So here, I'm going to just set up a search. We're going to pick this social. And I'm going to try and find people. I'm going to pretend that I'm doing this search for Triggerify. This is the one that I actually use to find people talking about intent data in a way that would be relevant for me to reach out to them, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for anyone talking about the keyword intent data. And we're going to start to finesse this. I'm then going to say, okay, I also want, I'm going to do in here, I also want them to be talking about intent data and the keyword social in there. And then I'm also going to add marketing or sales into the mix there. So now we can have a look at this quick kind of like query preview that we're doing here, which is anyone talking about intent data and social and marketing or sales. But now we can see we've got some good posts coming in this preview here. We've got some companies talking about it. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, hey, I want them to be a CEO, a founder, GTM, sales, or marketing in their job title, because those are all relevant people for me to reach out to that are talking about these specific things. We're going to have a look at the last month to just initially get a bit of a bigger data pool before we actually go and engage this search. And these are pretty much perfect people for me to be reaching out to. So they're probably talking about, track signals. So they're obviously doing some stuff around this already. Perhaps they're using Clay, which is personalized like they are. So maybe I can say, hey, like a lot of people use us in conjunction with Clay, etc., etc. But this is a really, really good way of finding pure intent leads about people talking about kind of topics within your space, right? So really the thing to think about is how would people speak about these certain areas and then creating a query to go and track that. This is obviously across one social, but then you can kind of replicate and duplicate the search across all of the different socials. And then you have this as like a tier 1 campaign. And what I mean by that is it's the volume is super low, but the conversions are super high. So you can put a little bit more effort into this as well. You can think about the different ways in which you would reach out to these people, whether it's cold calling, email. Maybe you even just want to go commenting on this stuff, right? And do a commenting strategy and drive people to you and create that pool as well. But this is how I think about using social listening when it comes from an outbound perspective.